All right, everybody, here we are. Quick update for November 7th, 2019. Now, we know we missed October. There's been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of changes, a lot of coming and going. So I wanted to wait till things finally settled in before we did another update, just to make sure that we give the right information. Ascension is happening. Things are clearing. Things are happening at many different levels. Now, the biggest thing we're finding, the most consistent thing that we're finding, is our connection with the underworld, connection with hell. And what Source calls this is Azazel, not Azazel, not Azazel. It's Azazel. Okay, the word Azazel is Hebrew for hell, basically. And thank you to some of my clients for clarifying all that for me. I got some wonderful clients who do assist me in saying things properly and learning the right things to work on. So, what does this all mean? So so a lot of people, let's back up a little bit. There's a lot of people who follow the teachings of Thoth or Thoth, the Egyptian god Thoth. Well, let's just say that Thoth in Azazel, in hell, in the underworld, is Satan. He is the head guy down there calling the shots. So a lot of people will follow those teachings. I'm not going to tell you not to. It's your call on how you feel about things and what you want to follow, what you want to pay attention to. This is not a good guy. Neither is Set, neither is Horus. These are all the creator gods that have been causing us all kinds of problems. Now, the underworld has been cleared out. All the creator gods are basically gone. So now it's a matter of being able to disconnect us from the underworld. So if you were to ask me, Chris, who created us? I'm going to say we were created by hell. We were created by these creator gods. Not God the Almighty, not that type of energy. We were created within this underworld energy. That's what connects us to that. Now, the whole ascension process is to disconnect from all these dark, demonic, satanic energies. And these creator gods are saying, we're not letting you go so easy. So we're getting a lot of kickback, a lot of, pulling you back as to for ascension. It's just they don't want it to happen. We agreed not to ascend when we came into this existence, but we are anyways. It's just happening. So there's a lot of pushing and pulling in certain respects, where a lot of people try to do something good to improve their health. Something bad happens. It brings you back. Okay, a lot of people can relate to that. So that concept of the underworld, where demons are, where all the bad stuff happens, low vibration, etc. I'm now finding that we can go into certain areas of our bodies, of our energy, that is deeply embedded and connected to this underworld. Our soul. Our soul has a worth and a value within the underworld. So if you make the intent to dissolve all worth and value of our soul in the underworld, that helps to start disconnecting you. Okay, so we also have a soul template. A template soul, which is like a settings area, let's say, of our physical bodies. So if the underworld wants to cause you some pain in your kidneys, well, they'll just take that template and turn up the pain level, let's say, or poke it with a stick. Then you've got a kidney problem, and that becomes a chronic problem. Whereas no matter what you do, it's always there. It might get a little better, it might get a little worse. So that has been instrumental to disconnect the template soul from that underworld. Then you got to remove the overlays and clear it out, and then you can give it to Source for Source to keep it safe. So lots of different areas of energy. We've got a lot of new things coming up, a lot of new things happening, and then the last month has been this, and the last month has been this and this. I mean, it's just ongoing, all this new stuff. We found an entity last week. His name is Odu, O-D-U. And I'm like, okay, Odu, let's get rid of Odu. And we removed this entity from somebody, and they actually had an exorcism type clearing, which was, quite that. Hardly I've seen about 4 of those in my whole existence of doing this work, and it was quite surprising that it came up the way it did. This person is now in a lot better shape, but it was an interesting clearing, to say the least. So this Odu character, I spoke with my mentor Wayne about it right after this session. I called him up and says, "Wayne, what's going on? It's this Odu thing." He says, "Yep, I see it. This is a very pissed off, violent, volatile entity that is looking for power." So it's a rogue. It's not a reptilian. It's not of any faction or any groups in the universe. This is a rogue entity that is looking for power and wanted to settle in with somebody. And I found it here and there within people. It's not one of these things you find in everybody. Certain people have it, move it out, and things are a lot better. It clears all the veils, etc., etc. So we dissolved it. Wayne and I dissolved it, and now when we do remove it, people don't get this exorcism type clearing, which can be a scary thing in itself if you don't know how to work with it and deal with it. So that has been huge. And again, the concept of hell, Azazel, the underworld, and our connection to it is probably one of the biggest game changers I've seen in quite a while. We find lots of these little things to slow us down. Now another big one. Sorry, I'm rambling on. I need to go for lunch. I'm hungry. A lot of people are talking about the 5G scenario. Now, what happens when you got energies like this? Wi-Fi, 5G, cell phone, all this stuff. It's a radio frequency, a microwave frequency, and it can carry an intent. It can carry the dark energies with it to affect you in a bad way. Whereas some people it doesn't affect at all, some people it does affect. So quite often I'm finding to disconnect Wi-Fi from the South Pole. Okay, there's a South Pole scenario again. A signal is being sent from the South Pole through the Wi-Fi to cause problems within our bodies. Okay, so is 5G a problem? Oh, sure it is. Are vaccination a problem? Yes, they are. But it's more so the energy that's within there to cause a problem within you. Why don't vaccinations bother everybody? They don't have that energy within them. Why doesn't Wi-Fi affect everybody? Well, it does, but some people more than others. All right. Now, another concept is the nanotechnology, the little nanobots, nanites. And I when I do live blood analysis sometimes, here's my microscope. I got a nice big microscope. Everybody's seen that. When we do a blood analysis, you can see the blood cells are like this big, look beautiful. But then in the background, you see like little mosquitoes flying all over the place. That's the nanotechnology and the nanites that are within. And when we send these Wi-Fi signals into the body with a code to do something, these nanites go, okay, got the message, let's go in and do it. So that's where a lot of problems are happening. Everybody's problems are happening for different reasons. So it keeps us on our toes as to figure this out. If everybody was the same, we could do one clearing and boom, everybody's his problems are gone, but everybody's issues are different. So the dark side, Azazel, the underworld, Thoth, Set, Horus, whatever, will take whatever is weak within your body, whatever is let's say within your past lives, whatever is there that he can use against you, and ramp that up into something bigger. Okay? All my life, I've been injuring my right big toe. The first thing I ever did is I was 4 years old. I scraped it on the ground and hurt it. The last thing I ever did was I hit it as hard as I could with an axe. Everybody heard this story. Chris, why are you wearing sandals and you're trying to chop firewood? Well, I'm a big man and I want to, be a big man. But that right big toe has always been injured. Now, the last thing that happened, I did get an attack, a Wi-Fi attack, and that right big toe was throbbing and hurting. I was in such pain, moving out the energies, and now I got a bunion there. I got this growth, and I'm working on it to get rid of it. So they will find something inside you that's weak, something to use against you. Whether it's emotional, mental, physical, whatever, they will find a way to lower your vibration. And that's what we're finding more and more, getting into the deeper concepts as to how this is happening. Not why. We know the why. It's the how. How are they making that person sick? How are they making that person sick? So they both got the same illness, but for different reasons. So to find this within the person is the task. And by removing the person out of Azazel, not removing the demons out of the person, you want to remove the person out of harm's way so that these demons no longer have a hold on you. Just today, we found the revenge of Set within people, a vortex of the revenge of Set. So again, all these entities, all these creator gods, all these ego gods are jealous. They don't want us to ascend. They don't want you to ascend, but we're here to help make that happen. So if you look in what's happening in the world today, a lot of the people that have influence on making changes, a lot of the politicians, lawyers, judges, financial people, maybe not everybody, has a large amount of this energy within them and connected to them to set their course to do this and do that, make something bad happen to benefit themselves or benefit their company, make themselves look good. So a lot of bad things will happen. War, I mean, come on, you will know what war is. It's all about money. Everything is about money. The Rothschilds have a lot of spells on us. There's a lot of that going on. The whole Jeffrey Epstein thing, human trafficking, sexual predators. It's all to do with power over. I heard there was a video on the dark web. I don't go on the dark web. Stay away from that place. Of Hillary Clinton with getting a blood transfusion from an 11-year-old child. I mean, who comes up with this stuff? But there's more. There's more truth into what's going on than what we believe, what we're led to believe. Everything is made to look like a conspiracy, so you can either believe in it or you can just say that's conspiracy. There's a lot more truth into things than what we know, and the truth is coming forward for sure in a lot more ways than one. So November, I keep on being told, is the month of Source. Let's see what opens up for November, and maybe for Christmas we'll get a nice present out of the tree or something. That would be so nice to finally get through all of this crap, this garbage. I am an advocate, for a lot of things. I like to put conspiracy aside, try to find the truth in things, because the conspiracy can overdo it, can put a negative spin on a positive thing that we need to know. So Facebook, all of that stuff on Facebook, a lot of stuff is made up. So I like to weed out all of the crap, all of the garbage. There is a lot of good videos coming out. The one about Jeffrey Epstein, the ABC News anchor who thought she wasn't on camera, is talking about 3 years ago they had all this information. Now that's going viral, which is something that needs to happen. But anyways, this Saturday we're doing a webinar for all the True Quantum Healing people in the True Quantum Healing group. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to show some people how to do certain things, how to remove spells, how to do this new clearing that we're coming up with. We're going to educate a lot of people in a lot of ways. If you're not part of True Quantum Healing, what are you waiting for? Come on, it's a system that's working. It's a system that many people are finding beneficial. I just have a new quantum healing colleague in Hawaii who I gave this clearing to, and boom, all of a sudden her sugars are 100 points lower. Okay, so it's something that's working. It's something you don't have to spend a lot of time at. You know, nothing comes easy. I'm still learning how to play these drums in the right way. But everything can happen pretty quickly if you're ready for it. TrueQuantumHealing.com, ChrisKaler.net. Oh, by the way, Chris Kaler Holistic and True Quantum Healing is now a part of Rise Multiversity. So go to the website risemultiversity.org, and there's a lot of information about Sienna Leah and a lot of other practitioners that are on there, where we can do mentoring and bring light into your heart. And that's the update for today. Hopefully we're going to get a lot more updates sooner as things happen. This is Chris. We are out of here. Love, True.